down at ice level. My name is James Cybulski for EA Sports, set to bring you what should be a fun one here tonight. USA's kicking off the first of an extended home stretch here, Ray.
Everybody loves playing at home. You have a little more confidence. You feel a little better. You get support when things go well. Too long a homestand's not good. I think this one's just about right.
We are about set to drop the puck as both centers make their way into the dot. The Red All-Stars take possession here on the opening draw, and we are underway. Centering pass, stopped by the blocker.
Dead center, excellent save.
Big save by the goaltender once again. No room for that one to get through. Over the line they come. Here's a shot. Comes up with the blocker save. Good battle along the boards for the puck. Ronta's taking it from his own end. Passes on over to Vanek. Into the corner of the attacking area. Quick feed down low. The Americans scoop it up along the boards. Here's a shot. Oh, what a stop. Making a double G. The great glove save. NJ Devils won the face-off deep inside the offensive zone. Getting a little too physical to maintain possession. Quick pass to Barber. Picks off the pass. Maz got it into offensive territory. USA's got the puck along the wall. Rocked him in the open ice. Here's a chance. Into the corner now. Moves it to Maz. Rings the iron. The Americans have it against the wall. Raffles got the puck along the wing. Latvia's got the puck against the boards. He gets a piece of it with a stick.
Sharp reaction save.
While the centers are jammed up, nice job by the winger to steal the puck. Ranta's got it on the offensive end. Unloads a shot, turns him away. Along the boards, they battle for the puck. Takes the feed, levels him with the hit. Boyle's gonna play it against the half wall. Lets it fly. Bar out. Carries the puck up through center. Right in the open ice, that one's picked off. Slides the puck over. Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. And he makes the save.
We'll go back and look at that hit here, James. Now, I was never one to deliver one of these hits, but man, did you ever notice whether your team was given or taken?
Center's jammed up and the winger grabs the puck. Here they come on the attack.
Oh, you know, as a rookie, you're dreaming about your first goal. He doesn't have one yet, but he's got the puck in the offensive zone.
From the point, and the shot dies in the traffic jam. Puts it in deep. USA's gained possession along the boards. Through center along the wing. Dumps it in. Latvia's got control of it now from their own end. Raffles got the puck. Here he is from the slot. Oh, Ray, I'm sure he's going to be shaking his head over that one.
Yeah, you just don't get many of them. And when you do get a chance, you want to put it on target.
Back to the blue line. From the opposite point. Quick feed to Phaneuf. Blocked in front. Latvia's got the puck along the boards. Takes it across the blue line. Here's a shot. Oh, and he completely blew it on that miss.
Yeah, you got to get it on the net, James. You've got an opportunity to score, and you don't even test the goalie.
There's the whistle. Offside is the call, stopping the play.
I wanted to get another look at this one, James. This looks like it hurts. I'm glad I'm in a suit here.
Puck is dropped, and we are back underway. Slides the puck across to NJ Devil, and he can't hang on after that hit. Carries it across the line. Grabbed along the board by Ranta. Puck picked up.
Wow.
He scores! A quick road goal.
I'm telling you, every meeting says, let's start quick. I don't know if the road team felt it could be this quick. You've got to get rid of that puck in a hurry from that spot on the ice. You're in the high slot, you're open, but you know everybody's converging on you.
The Red All-Stars with about as perfect a road start you can get here, Ray.
They came out and wanted to be aggressive, sure, but you never really think you're going to get on the board this quickly.
And play resumes as the puck is dropped.
By number 40, Michael Graf.
Moves it quickly over to NJ Devil. Gets a hold of the puck here at his own end. Sends it over to Raffle. Moves the puck. And it's a quick pass to Fleury. Great hit on the play. Carries it in. And we've got a 2-on-1 with the stop. Here's a short pass to Abbott. Great reflexes, another save. Picks it off, look out. Uses the boards with the bank pass. Knocked away. Grabs the puck and looks to make something happen. Fires it on net. Oh, so close.
Close enough that that's just a couple inches away from being a goal.
And he slides it quickly to Raffle. There's the whistle as things will slow down here for a moment.
Always a good play if you're not sure what's going on. Freeze the puck. Fleury's not able to get out of the way of that hit. The impact knocks his helmet off.
James Cybulski, Ray Ferraro with you here in the early going of this period. 1-0 the score. And as the puck is dropped, they win the draw here inside the defensive zone. McCarron's got it across the line. The Americans gain control of the puck against the wall. Moves it around along the half wall. Puts it on goal. And a great save. Latvia's got a hold of it against the wall. USA's got the puck inside the defensive zone. And now he moves it to Barker. Here's a shot and makes the save. The Red All-Stars get a hold of the puck along the boards. Throws it in. The Americans have it from their own end. Looking to make something happen along the boards. Uses the force on that hit. Well, that's got it along the wing. Brings the puck into the offensive end now. Puts it on net and rings the iron.
USA's not able to close the gap. They have an excellent chance that hits the pipe and it runs away.
Puck grabbed by Ranta. He carries the puck up along the wing. And they'll dump it in. USA's got a hold of it along the wall. Here's an odd man rush to his teammate. Pass back to the point. On the attack along the boards. Unloads one. Answers the call with a big save.
Well, this certainly has some edge to it. It's been a chippy game, physical game, right from the beginning when the puck hit the ice.
We haven't even hit the midway mark of the period. We got a 1-0 game to this point. Back underway, and they take possession here inside the offensive zone. And that one's turned away. Takes the feed at center and moves forward. The Americans gain possession along the wall. And there's a lucky souvenir for someone in the crowd as the puck heads out of play. USA's got the lead in shots. Nevertheless, they still trail here in the first. This neutral zone face-off set to go, and we are back underway. Abbott's got it in the offensive zone. Blocked in traffic. Latvia's got the puck in their own end. Sends the pass over. And now he tries to get it across to Barber. Barber's got it against the boards. Passes it over to NJ Devil. Over the line they come. Quick pass to Abbott. Moves the puck along the half wall. And he slides it quickly to Ma. With the blast. And the traffic jam in front blocks the shot. Rips it from the blue line. Makes the save. And some good footwork to kick it away. Along the half wall with the puck. Nice pass. Move to the middle. Stopped by the goaltender.
Right from the most dangerous area on the ice. The goalie flashes the glove. That's an arrogant stop.
The Americans need to find a way to answer back here in this first period. Ties won it in their own end. Picked up along the boards by Gravel. Here they come on the attack. Moves it to Ranta. And that shot dies in traffic. USA's got control of it now here in the offensive end. Quick shot. He scores, but I think they're waving this one off immediately here.
Yeah, he didn't take any time at all to wave that off. This won't count. Predictably, the goal scorer thinks this should stand, but I don't see any way the goaltender wasn't able to move. This shouldn't count.
No, it doesn't look like it. Waved off emphatically right from the get-go the moment it entered the back of the net. No change in the score as that goal was waved off, and we are ready to drop the puck again. Good read by the winger as the two centers tie up. With possession along the wall. Latvia's looking to break out of their own end. Boyle stick handling in his own zone. Boyle's going to play it against the half wall. Just wide of the net. The Americans have a hold of it in the defensive zone. Takes the feed. Moves the puck into the attacking area. Puck dumped in. The Red All-Stars scoop it up along the boards. Feeds it to Alzner. Alzner's gaining momentum. Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. Takes it across the blue line. It's a 2-on-1 and makes the save. USA's had the scoring opportunities, but they still find themselves behind in the first. While the centers are jammed up, nice job by the winger to steal the puck. Vanek's got the puck. From the boards, he takes that pass. Move to the middle. Takes the feed. Through the offensive zone and behind the net now. From against the wall, it's centered out. Tries to make that cross-ice feed. Moves it around along the half wall. Right out front. Deflected away. Nice defensive use of the stick there. Looking to make something happen along the boards. And the traffic neutralizes that threat. Latvia's got the puck along the wall. The Red All-Stars ready to go on the attack. Denied by the goaltender. And now it's grabbed by Vanek. And a stick in the lane ends that threat. Carries it across the line. Handles the puck. On the attack along the boards. Gets in front of it. Latvia's got the puck now. Quick feed to Ranta. Up the neutral zone now. USA's gained possession along the boards. Feeds it on over to Ranta. Takes the pass. And that goes off a player. Slides it over with pace to Barber. Carries it in. Back at the point, they set it up. Moves the puck along the half wall. The Americans have it against the wall. Into the offensive zone. Went for the dirty dangle and it goes sideways.
Abbott's in good position to create a scoring chance, but he bobbles the puck, and the chance is gone.
And the puck's booted away. Along the half wall Boyle with the puck. Slides it back to the blue line. Big save by the goaltender. USA is still down here in the first despite the multiple scoring opportunities. Play resumes as they win the draw here inside the offensive zone. And they'll be forced to regroup after the puck bounces out of the offensive zone.
You can get new styles of jerseys, shirts, hats, and more in our team store.
USA's got the lead in shots. Nevertheless, they still trail here in the first. Face off here in the neutral zone, and we are back underway. With possession along the wall. And now he moves it quickly to Kronwall. Big time glove save. Moves it quickly over to Boyle. Dumps it into the O-zone. USA's got the puck along the boards. Up along the wing. Gets the puck in deep. The Red All-Stars gain control of the puck against the wall. Evans plays it into the offensive zone. Sends the pass down low. Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. Here's a short pass to Evans. Denied by the goaltender. Along the wing up the neutral zone. Fires it into the offensive zone. Quick pass to Evans. Moves it around along the half wall. Here he is in front. Scores! And look at the smile on his face with his first.
Not just him, but his teammates. Everybody loves to see somebody get their first goal. Everybody seems pretty excited for him. Now, the only way he's stopping this one is if it hits him. As soon as the shooter went to shoot it, the goaltender dropped into the butterfly. He's looking around that traffic, hoping he can find it.
Latvia's got some breathing room now with 2/3 of this opening frame played through. They lead by 2.
You can use all of your bench now. You've got a couple of goal lead, but don't back off. Still stay aggressive.
Alex Belzile.
Sends a pass over.
27, Michael.
Lets it go. Comes up with the stop. The Red All-Stars get a hold of the puck along the boards. And the pass is picked off. And he scores! What a shot!
That's a pretty big blunder in the defensive zone. It cost him a goal there.
USA's cut that lead to 1 as they get back to center ice.
They must look at this game completely different, James. They should. Because now, with just half of this first period left, there's lots of time. You only trail by 1.
By number 21, AJ.
Looking to make something happen along the boards. Move to the middle. Wrist shot from the slot. Denies him in front. Puts it on goal. Big stop by the keeper.
Quick work. He makes 1 and 2 saves in a row.
James and Ray with you tonight. More than half the period has been played. The Americans make their way back into the face-off circle, still in search of another goal. Moves it over to Ouellette. Knocks the puck away in the open ice. Takes control of the puck, and that's denied by the goaltender. Grabner swooping in on the attack. Wow, what a hit. Ray, you're at ice level. What'd you see on that?
It's not so much what you see, James, it's what you hear. You can really hear the pads crunching together.
Fires one. Comes up with the glove save.
Oh, that's a good look from the guys in the truck there. Look how he lines them up, times it perfectly, and throws his shoulder right through him.
USA's had the scoring opportunities, but they still find themselves behind in the first. And a solid job tying up his opponent. Brings the puck into the offensive end now. And he comes up with it. USA's got control of it now from their own end. Receives the pass. And that's broken up with a stick in front. Moves it to Raffl. Drills them. Latvia's got a hold of it against the wall. Trying to get back on the attack now. And that one's broken up. Moves it up. On the attack along the boards. The Red All-Stars take over on possession. The Americans look to start the transition game. Takes the feed at center from the right wing. With the stop.
Raffl's trying to brace himself. He knows the hit's coming, but man, does he get leveled.
USA is still down here in the first despite the multiple scoring opportunities. Offensive zone face-off, and he wins the draw. Referee signaling for a penalty. Looks like we got a hooking call coming up. Now a quick pass to Phaneuf. And the officials will pass the sentence here. A little too much stick and body hooking up on this one, hence booking on the call.
Yeah, I didn't think this was a difficult call for the official to make at all.
USA's man advantage unit will take to the ice for the first time tonight.
Well, what a great opportunity for them here. Trailing by a goal, you got a chance to even it up, and you've got the man advantage.
Takes the feed at the point. Makes the save with a slapper. Here's a shot. Oh, and another big stop. No, sir.
After the first stop, he's in good position to make a second.
Shot right in front. Oh, a clutch save. Save made by the goalie. Unstoppable. He's stopping everything.
Oh, he's locked right in. A couple of stops in a row there.
And another stop. USA's got the lead in shots. Nevertheless, they still trail here in the first. And momentum on their side as they win the draw here inside the offensive zone. USA's had the scoring opportunities, but they still find themselves behind in the first. Nice start winning the draw here inside the offensive zone. And that one's broken up. Gets it out of his own end. The Americans gain possession along the wall. Over the line they come. Here's the pass. Locks it down with a stop. I think he got a blocker on that one. Past the midway mark in this period. It's a 2-1 game. Off the draw, and a nice job locking up his opponent. Hammers a shot. Oh, what a stop.
If you're going to leave a rebound, it might as well be 30 feet away from the net. That's a really good stop because the puck's out of danger.
Takes the feed. NJ Devils carrying it ahead. Here's a shot. Turns it aside. USA is still down here in the first despite the multiple scoring opportunities. Good job tangling up his opponent here. Gives them nothing in front. There's another stop.
Nice work in there. After the first stop, he's got to find the puck to save the second.
USA's got a hold of it along the wall. Slides the puck over. A chance on goal. Nothing. Latvia's penalty killers get a hold of it and manages to clear the zone. The Americans scoop it up along the boards. Here they come on the attack. Sends it across. Nice save by the keeper to trap that puck in his chest. USA's down, but not out. They've had chances. They just haven't capitalized. Play resumes here as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone. Picked up along the wall by Fidel. Scores! The power play delivers big time.
Puck moved quickly, the players moved quickly. That's a terrific goal, taking advantage of the extra man. They chipped away and chipped away. It didn't seem like they were going to be able to make it all the way back. But this is a terrific comeback.
Just here in the late stages of this frame, you can feel the energy in this crowd. It's a tie game. Center's jammed up and the winger grabs the puck. Moves the puck along the half wall. Reads it perfectly in the defensive end. Here's a shot. Big time stop there. Pinned up along the boards. Quick pass across to Phaneuf. Nice bank pass off the boards. Oh, comes up with the stop. Rant has won the draw deep in the defensive zone. Moves the puck. Vanek's got it into offensive territory. USA's looking to break out of their own end. And that skips away on a nice defensive deflection. From the right side and up the middle. And now it's over to Vanek. Oh, smart heads-up read. The Red All-Stars have it against the wall. Boyle's got it along the wing. USA's got the puck in their own end. Takes it across the blue line. Quick feed to Ty. Evans has it in the defensive end. McCarron's picking up steam. Along the half wall with the puck. Huge steal in his own end. Moves it quickly over to Phaneuf. Reads it perfectly, breaking up the play. With possession along the wall. Loose puck battle along the boards. And a heads-up kick pass over to his teammate. And it's a quick pass to Abbott. And he slides it quickly to Gravel. Oh, wow! What a save with the glove!
Teemu Selanne says scoring goals is like opening a ketchup bottle. Sometimes you got to be patient, but once it comes out, now it really rolls. And he's got two. You think he can get a third?
Getting into the later stages of this period, it's all tied up. Picks up the puck in his own end. Carries it across the line. And a delayed penalty coming up as he got tripped up. And it's kicked away. That goes wide. There's the stoppage of play. Let's see what the officials say. Officials calling tripping here on this one.
This was the penalty I think when I took, I was most angry at myself because you're not trying to do it. And then all of a sudden you see the guy go down and you're just like, oh man, here I go.
There's the result. And the man advantage unit comes out to go to work.
They've worked on the power play a lot at practice over the last couple of days. This is their first one tonight, and they'll want to execute what they've worked on, which is to win the draw and start moving the puck.
And that one's blocked. Gets it out of his own end. Latvia's got the puck behind the net. Carries it in. Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. Pokes it away to keep the pressure on. Stick save with a goalie. Taken along the wall by Boyle. Off the one-timer. He scores! They take the lead.
Well, it looked like this game was going to be even for the longest time because nobody seemed to have the upper hand. I never had much of a one-timer. That one right there is a bullet. He takes the pass, times it well, and hammers it home.
This offense has given them a one-goal lead. Not to be Captain Obvious here, Ray, but this is what the coach wants to see, right?
Love playing in front of the game, and you want to make the opponent chase you around the ice. They've accomplished that with the go-ahead goal.
Moves right to the middle. Here's a backhand. Makes the save. The Americans gain control of the puck against the wall. Handles the puck at the point. Knocked away. Moves it around along the half wall. And as he stumbles, he coughs up the puck. Sends the pass over. Lays the body. Moves it ahead from off the wall. A rocker off the blocker. Slides it to Vanek. And tries to make a diagonal pass to Ranta. Wrists one. Stones him in front. USA's got the puck inside the defensive zone. First period nearly in the books here. And that one's stopped. Through the neutral zone, moving the puck along the side. Sends it in deep. The Americans get a hold of the puck along the boards. Moves the puck inside the offensive zone. That was a great shot, but an even better save. And pokes the puck loose inside the offensive end. USA's got the puck in the defensive end. Brings the puck into the offensive end now. And he slides it quickly to Gravel. That's intercepted.
It's hard not to take a chance when you're behind in the game. He turns that puck over, trying to make something out of nothing.
Oh, makes the save. That was a rocket. And some nice footwork to free the puck up to his teammate. Comes up with the stop. Looking to make something happen along the boards. The Red All-Stars gain possession in their own end. Into the offensive end now. Makes his presence known on the ice. Nice pass. Tipped, and he gets his glove out to stop the pinball shot. And that closes the book on the first 20 minutes of this one. Well, what an offensive display after the first 20 minutes. 5 goals in that opening frame. It's 3-2 after one.
Hey fans, great tickets are still available to our next home game. Please visit the box office and get them while they last.
2 more periods still to come. We'll be right back with much more action here on EA Sports. And we are just moments away from the start of period number 2. Well, after an intriguing opening period, here we go. It's period number 2. Puck is dropped, and we are underway. Ray, what's your assessment of the game to this point?
USA's not going to want to change much in that first period. Just the score. They had the puck a lot, but they trail by 1.
Here's the chance to set up now. Taken by Ranta. Grabner's got it in the offensive end. Tried to make a move, and the puck hops away.
There are times you try to do too much. He's got good hands, but maybe a more simple play's the right one there.
On the attack along the boards. Scores! The captain delivers!
You want to use the player in front of the net as a screen if you can. This time it's just about perfect. I don't think the goaltender ever picks it up.
Latvia's now up by 2 in the second.
They worked hard to push this lead from 1 to 2. I like the way that they've been playing.
Puck is dropped, and we are back underway.
26, Thomas Vanek.
Ranta's got it in the offensive zone. Latvia's gained possession along the boards. Makes the save as that goes off the glove. Here they are on the attack. Here's a short pass to Kronwall. From the slot, fires away, denies him again. Great reactionary save on that chance. Some great thievery in the open ice. Slides the puck across. Raffles got it across the line. Big hit. Takes the feed. Ma's got it against the boards. Here he is, wrists it on net. And that shot goes nowhere as the lane was filled. Big time save with the blocker.
rattle your molars around there. That is an enormous hit that he took.
Lots of time left in this period. Latvia's been the better team here over the last few minutes, increasing their lead to 2. The Red All-Stars gain possession along the wall. Big save. USA's had the scoring opportunities. They just haven't been able to capitalize as they continue to trail. Puck is dropped and we are back underway. Grabs it at his own end. Through center along the wing. They've got numbers. Takes a shot. Stopped by the goaltender. USA's got a hold of it against the wall. Takes the puck into the corner of the offensive end. Hammers it. Great glove save.
Quick glove hand here. He gets the glove out to make the stop.
USA's looking to convert on some of these chances. They've had plenty of opportunities, but have been snake-bitten thus far. Back underway as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone. Takes that pass back at the point. In close! Stopped by the goaltender.
Really good positioning as he makes the stop from in tight.
USA is still trailing in this one despite numerous shots on goal. Back underway and they take possession here inside the offensive zone. Saucer feed. Makes the save with the trapper.
Yeah, he flashes the leather there to make the stop on a really difficult chance.
The Americans have had more scoring opportunities to this point, but they continue to trail early in this second period. Play resumes as they win the draw here inside the offensive zone. And he stands tall in goal. USA's had the scoring opportunities. They just haven't been able to capitalize as they continue to trail. Off the draw, he ties up his opponent. Stopped by the goaltender. Another stop by the goaltender.
Yeah, pretty good positioning here, James. He makes the 2 stops back-to-back.
Latvia's got the puck along the wall. Jostled off the puck. McCarron's lugging the puck. And now he moves it quickly to Boyle. Boyle's going to play it against the half wall. And there's the save. USA's looking to convert on some of these chances. They've had plenty of opportunities, but have been snake-bitten thus far. Offensive zone face-off, and he wins the draw. Good hit on the play. Stopped by the goaltender.
Yeah, he gets out on top of the shooter. There's really nowhere for that puck to go. Ranton's on the receiving end of this huge hit. Sometimes you've got nowhere to go.
The Americans haven't had a lack of scoring opportunities, but they are still behind on the scoreboard. And momentum on their side as they win the draw here inside the offensive zone. Puck scooped up by Grabner. Misses over the net.
He's got to do something a little better than that. Just can't finish it from there.
Wonder if that gives him a nightmare later. Scooped up along the wall by Kronwall. Kicked up ahead to his teammate who skates away. Over the line they come. From in close. Too much congestion blocks the shot. The Red All-Stars have it now. Grabner's got the puck. Huge play in his own end to come up with the puck. Quick pass to Abbott. Great defensive play to get in front of that one. There's the whistle as the puck goes out of play. Still plenty of time left in this frame. We've got ourselves a 4-2 hockey game. Nice start winning the draw here inside the offensive zone. Handles it along the blue line. Tees it up from the blue line. And somehow he got a piece of that one. In front, and a stoppage on the play as the goaltender covers things up. USA still trailing in this one despite numerous shots on goal. Play resumes here as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone. Shot gets tipped under all sorts of pressure trying to protect the puck. Moves the puck along the half wall. Tip shot. Great save by the goaltender to stay with that tip. USA's had the scoring opportunities. They just haven't been able to capitalize as they continue to trail. Back underway as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone. Now a quick pass to Raffl. Back to the point it goes. Wow! I don't think he saw that one.
I hope he didn't, because if he did, he should have gone somewhere else.
Fires it! Scores! What a shot!
Wow, he got that thing away so quickly. Waited for the pass, timed it perfectly, and then beats the goaltender.
The Americans are back to center ice, and they have narrowed that gap.
Cut the lead in half. The comeback's on. Now they must push forward, see if they can get the equalizer.
36, assisted by number 30.
Gravel's got it along the wing.
Timothy
And they'll be forced to regroup as the puck escapes the offensive end. Looks to start the transition game behind the net. Up along the wing. Floats the saucer pass. Looks to set up at the point now. Handles the puck. Too much congestion in front. Here's an offensive chance. And it's a quick pass to Gravel. Sends it out right in front. Strong defensive effort. There's the whistle, and a penalty is coming up on this one. Tripping the call on the play.
I don't necessarily think he's trying to trip him here, James, but he gets his stick into his feet. Down he goes.
Power play unit going back to work.
I like what they've done on the power play previously here, and so they really want to duplicate what they've done. They have to be aware the penalty killers will probably change approach. They have to be sharp for that.
And the puck's kicked free. Here's a chance right in the slot. Stopped by the goaltender. Latvia's got a hold of it along the wall. Here's an opportunity, and a beautiful stop by the glove. USA's had a lot of good looks on net, but they continue to trail here in the second. Back underway, and they take possession here inside the offensive zone. Nice defensive robbery on that. Here they come on the attack. Takes the feed at the back end. Just wide. Latvia's going to play the puck from behind the cage. Along the half wall with the puck. And he slides it quickly to Verone. And he takes a shot. That's off a stick. Grabs the puck here inside the offensive end. Blocker save. USA's been the busier team offensively with way more shots on goal, but they still trail in the second. Play resumes as they win the draw here inside the offensive zone. Blocker save. And manages to clear the zone. Latvia's got the puck along the boards. Bannick's moving it ahead. Fires it into the offensive zone. The Americans get a hold of the puck. Gets it out of his own end. Latvia's gained possession along the boards. Boyle swooping in on the attack. From against the wall into the open ice. Deflected away. Nice defensive use of the stick there. And manages to clear the zone. Along the boards, they battle for the puck back and forth. Boyle's moving the puck through his own zone. Hammers it on net. Turns it away on the slap shot. Puck picked up by Ranta. Again, the denial by the goaltender.
Quick reflexes. You make one, you make two stops before the puck is cleared away.
We haven't even hit the midway mark of the period. Fans have been treated to a fun one tonight. Lots of offense. It's 4-3. Offense his own face-off, and he wins the draw. Moves it to Barber, and that goes off the iron and stays out. Here's a chance to move the puck outside the zone. Both teams back to even strength. Impressive job by the penalty killers on that play.
Well, they can't do much more than that, James. That was a pretty terrific power play. Lots of chances. They just couldn't find one to cash in.
Latvia's got a hold of it against the wall. And he gains the zone here. Quick shot. Standing tall with the save. Takes the pass. From the slot, wrist shot, and he gets a paddle on that one. Great stick work as he pokes it away. Barber's carrying it ahead. Solid hit on that play. USA's got the puck along the wall. Along the wing up the neutral zone. And that's taken by the defense. Now he takes it over the line. Ahead of steam now towards the front. Blocked in traffic. And he makes the save.
He clearly thought he had room to get by, but it got closed off in a hurry. He took a big hit there.
The Americans have had a lot of scoring opportunities, but they continue to trail here in the second. Rant has won the draw.
Oh, that's going to be a penalty. They're going to have to call that.
Penalty coming up as the whistle stops the play. Tripping is the call, and it's pretty cut and dry, it seems, Ray.
Well, it's like you're in position, then you're not. You reach out, you trip them up, and there's no way to get out of it now.
Another special teams opportunity for both sides as the man advantage unit is back to work again.
This is a pretty simplistic power play. They like to get the puck, shoot it, crash the net, get it back, and shoot it again. What a great time to have a man advantage as they trail by one.
Gets it out of his own end. USA's got the puck behind the net. Moved up ahead here in the neutral zone. With possession along the wall. Sends it down low. Couldn't catch up to that pass. Pokes it away to stay on the attack. Shuts him down. Big save by the goaltender once again.
Really sharp. Never loses sight of the puck to make the second save.
Inching closer to the midway mark of this period. This one has been a good back-and-forth contest. We're sitting with a 4-3 hockey game. Here he is, shot right in front. Settles things down and gets control of it once again. Great save! Oh, they telegraphed the pass, and he picks it off and manages to clear the zone. The Americans take over on possession. Ty's got the puck along the wing. Sends it over. Lets it fly with the stop. Along the boards, they battle for the puck. Sends a pass over and makes the save. Gets it out of his own end. Takes it across the blue line. Rips it on net. Nowhere for that shot to go through. Right in front with the shot. Great reflexes, another save.
Really good stop. After he made the first one, he's got to find the puck, and he's in position again.
USA's look good offensively to this point, but they continue to trail here in the second. And momentum on their side as they scores!
The power play had cashed in earlier. They do so again here. Really nice effort with the extra man. Effective power play there. They move the puck around, and they're able to find him right in the middle of the slot.
Still lots of time left in the period. We got a tie game. NJ Devils won it. Puck grab by Phaneuf. Gets it over to NJ Devil. Great defensive play to come up with the puck. The Red All-Stars get a hold of the puck in the open ice. looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. The Americans look to start the transition game. Slides it quickly to Abbott. Lays into the body. Latvia's got a hold of it along the wall. Through the neutral zone, moving the puck along the side. Quick feed to Vanek. And now he angles it across to Olsner. Stopped by the blocker. Olsner's on the attack in the offensive zone. Back to the blue line. And now he moves it to Ranta. And that's broken up. Dumps it in. The Red All-Stars gain control of the puck against the wall. Carries it across the line. He says, let's get physical on that play. Smart defensive play there. Barone's taking it from his own end. Moves it over to Olsner. And he slides it quickly to Fleury. Moves it around along the half wall. Shot, and he misses.
That's a really good scoring opportunity that the goalie doesn't even have to make a save on.
Looking to make something happen along the boards. And that one's turned away.
Canucks made this part of his game. He levels his opponent here.
James and Ray with you tonight. More than half the period has been played. The next goal could be a big one as we are tied. And now it's grabbed by Gravel. Turns it away. Nice start winning the draw here inside the offensive zone. Slides the puck down low. Unable to reach that one. Moves it quickly over to Barber. Tripped up on the play. Delayed penalty coming up. Official blows the whistle. Let's see what the call is. He's going off for tripping, Ray.
Reaching in for the pocket. He gets his stick caught in their feet.
Another power play opportunity coming up here as they set up at the faceoff.
They've been successful on the power play already, James. So now you get another opportunity. Do not relax. Go pile it on and get another one.
Scores! And he puts his team in front.
James, this game looked really comfortable as a tie game. Now they're ahead. They've got to continue to push. He had a sliver of room, took off down the ice with the shorthanded goal. That breaks the tie. They still got to kill off the rest of the power play, but they're in a much better shape, obviously, now.
USA's hard work pays off. They've gone up by one here in this second period.
Even though it really shouldn't matter, it does change the way you play the game. Now that you're in the lead, you can dictate the pace of the game.
Assisted by number 40, by number 55.
Puts it on net and makes the save.
10 minutes, 57.
Raffles got it along the boards. Pass back to the point. Unloads from the blue line. Denies him on the one-timer. Oh, what reaction. And that one's broken up. Here's an opportunity to clear the zone. And they get it out of the zone. And where are they headed to, Ray?
Time for a change. Everyone needs a little break here. They looked a little tired. They get it out of the zone, and they can get some fresh troops on the ice.
Into the corner. Backhander. Stopped by the goaltender.
No room for the shooter. The goaltender snuffed it out.
Takes a shot. Denied by the goaltender. The Americans have it against the wall. Ma's caught up with the hook, and the official saw it. And here comes the judgment from the official. Well, the official's going to give him 2 minutes to think about that one.
Yeah, you can argue for a few seconds, James, I guess, but you already know at this point you're going to sit down.
A little 4-on-4 hockey as both teams step inside the face-off circle.
4-on-4 play usually starts pretty cautiously. It takes one missed pass or one missed shot, and all of a sudden there's man advantage breaks opening up all over.
Gets in front of it. Past the midway mark in this period, it's a one-goal hockey game in what has been a fantastic display of offense. It's 5-4. And a solid job tying up his opponent. Picks off the pass.
There's a right time for every play. That's not it when you're ahead.
Good defensive effort to poke it away. Takes a shot. Gets a paddle on it to make the save.
He's sharp on this one. Out on top of the crease aggressively to make the save.
USA's message going into this one when we talked to them at the morning skate was to get a lot of pucks on net. They've done just that, and they lead as a result. Here's a short pass to NJ Devil. On the attack along the boards. A chance from the slot. Denies him in front.
Certain saves are more difficult than others. This one right from the slot is turned aside.
Nice poke check inside the attacking zone. Slides the puck ahead into the neutral zone. Slides it across. Scores! Wow, this is unbelievable.
4 straight goals. They've dominated this play. The rebound snapped away. What a nice shot. But the goalie's got to do a better job cleaning up that rebound. You can't leave it right there.
USA's gets themselves a big insurance marker here in the second.
I like the way that they've been playing, too. They've had control of the game. They've had the puck most of the night. And now that second goal gives them a little bit more comfort. New Jersey Devils' eyes are looking for 3. He's got 2 in his back pocket. Dangerous player now.
42 seconds.
The Americans have been the better team, leading in the shot department, and they lead it on the scoreboard. Play resumes here as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone. Makes the save and putting out the fire in front. And manages to clear the zone. USA's got the puck along the boards. And the puck skips away after that move.
He looks like he's got a step, and then the puck just trickles off his stick. Now he's got to hunt it back down.
Carries it in to his teammate. Snaps it on net. He scores! There's the hat trick, and here come the Hats.
Man, it is loud in here. The guys jumped up on the bench as soon as that third goal went into the net. Oh, the penalty killers make a mistake. They give up a man advantage break. And the power play doesn't miss. With the extra man, they score on the rush.
Well, this play's still buzzing about what we just saw. First career hat trick.
I don't think anybody, even the players, realize how much has to go right to get 3 goals in one game.
Receives the pass.
21, AJ, assisted by number 30.
Takes the feed.
Shane.
Back at the point, they set it up. Putting the hard hat on here. What a hit. In front of the net, the goaltender covers up for a whistle on the play.
USA's been so physical in this game, they look like they're the only ones that want to play anymore. They've increased their lead, and they still stay on the body.
The Americans lead in a big way here in this second. They have been on fire offensively. While the centers are jammed up, nice job by the winger to steal the puck. Gives it right back. Puts it on net, and that's off the iron. And the goaltender grabs that one for a whistle to try to slow things down here. USA's dominated right from the start. Their offense clicking on all cylinders, and they lead here in the second.